Hi y'all, and welcome to Biology 1610 Hybrid. I have just adapted this course for a hybrid delivery format, which means that instead of meeting twice a week, we meet once per week. And I have found that this modality works really well for people with full-time schedules, people who work, who have families, who can't be in person twice a week, but also need that in-person component to be able to succeed in the class as opposed to an online component. So the hybrid version of 1610 includes meeting once per week for 80 minutes at a time, and the rest of the time in this course is online, but it is not synchronous, which means that you don't have any prescribed time that you have to be online. The one time that you have to commit to is your registered time to meet in class. So for example, what I have open here on my screen is section 405. Section 405 meets on Tuesdays at 11:30, from 11:30 to 12:50. That is the one time that you need to come in. If you are section 406, then you meet on Thursdays from 11:30 to 12:50 and so on. So I just want to make that clear. Hybrid means that you meet me and your classmates once per person in class, and the other time spent is in your Canvas course page, nowhere else. That is another thing that I really want to impress upon you all. What we have done with this course is redesign it so that it flows really nicely and you have everything that you need to succeed on Canvas. So everything that you need is in one place. The most important thing you can do in a hybrid course is, number one, show up to class. Number two, show up prepared. And prepared means that you have done all of the pre and post class preparation so that when you come to class, what we will do is problem solving, active learning. We will do activities, worksheets, questions. We will engage with the material that you have learned online. What I will not do in class is lecture. I will be lecturing online on YouTube videos. There are a combination of mine and another instructor, Professor Melissa Hardy's videos in this Canvas course page. So your job at home, your online part of this course, is to watch your lecture videos, do your pre-class quizzes, come in prepared, ready to engage with the material, and then once per week we'll get together, we'll hopefully encounter any misconceptions you have, we'll answer some really difficult questions so that you can leave class feeling like you understand the more complex parts of the weekly lesson. And then I just wanted to quickly, briefly show you what your Canvas course page looks like. You do have a lot of materials in the simple syllabus if you're not familiar with Canvas. And I won't talk about it too much because it's pretty self-explanatory, but the Canvas ribbon that you see here, you have the home screen, which I was just on. You have your announcements, which you will receive from me weekly. And then modules is really your bread and butter here. Everything that you need is in the modules tab. Here we have the signature assignment. I will talk about it briefly in class when we see each other. And then for each topic, you have a module. Module 1, for example, is what we will do tomorrow. We're going to do an intro and module 1. Module 1 has everything you need. It has an overview that gives you your learning objectives and what you should be able to do after completing this lesson. It has a before class, in class, and after class bullet points of what you need to complete. Week 1 is a little different because I don't really expect y'all to come into class prepared, so we'll kind of unflip it for this week, but no worries. If you are on the Canvas course page, go for it. You can watch your videos, you can do your pre-class quiz. It's up to you. I don't expect you to do it. I will do a little bit of lecturing in class on the first week. You have your videos. You have my lecture videos, which are optional but recommended. These are just me going through lecture slides, whereas these videos are a little bit more polished. They're Professor Melissa Hardy. They're shortened. Some of them are off the internet, off of YouTube. They give you a quick rundown. My videos are a little bit longer. They're like chunked out in 15 to 20 minutes. If you are someone that needs to sit down and listen to a lecture, please watch my lecture videos. They're not as polished. It's me talking to y'all. And then you have your free textbook embedded into your modules. So these are the 3 textbook sections. And then you have your pre-class quiz. Your pre-class quiz is 15 questions that pulls from a question bank. So every time you do the quiz, you get different questions. This is one of the best ways to prepare for an exam. If I'm giving you a multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, drop down menu exam, I'm going to teach you how to answer those questions by giving you pre-class quiz and post-class quiz questions that are similar. So do this quiz before class. It is due before our class meeting every week. And do it as many times as possible. As many times as you possibly can, do that pre-class quiz so that you come in understanding what you know and what you don't know, so that you can ask questions in class when you see me for that 180-minute session per week. Then you have a Quizlet for vocabulary review. This is really helpful. Flashcards. We have our in-class materials. Every time you see me in class, we will have an in-class assignment. For y'all, because you are hybrid, we will have 2 in-class assignments. We will be covering 2 modules per week, which really is not much because these topics are parsed out into very small topics, not like our previous publisher textbook that was this big that covered everything under the sun on a particular topic in 1 chapter. Okay, so we'll be doing 2 small topics per week, and then our in-class assignments every week. So if you miss class, you miss the in-class assignment. I do drop 3 in-class assignments, but there are no makeups. Okay, so you're allowed to miss 3. It will not affect your grade at all, but these in-class assignments are really helpful for you to understand the material. So make every effort not to miss class. And then you have this post-class quiz that will give you, I believe, 3 attempts to get it right. Again, this is more practice on the same concepts, and it's just a little bit, it dives a little bit deeper into the concept as the pre-class quiz. And then you have additional resources so that you don't have to go searching the internet for understanding particular topics that we cover in class. So for example, we use crash course videos, we use Mr. Anderson, Bozeman Science videos, we use the Amoeba Sisters videos. So all of that is like right there in that additional resources for you. And then of course, I am your biggest resource. Please always message me in Canvas with any questions. I hope that's clear in understanding what the hybrid course is. I will just repeat, we meet once per week, no matter which section you are, whether you're a Tuesday section or a Thursday section, you meet once a week. The rest of the time you're doing independent asynchronous work on Canvas, working through each module. See y'all in class.